Well, also, since we're on a roll here, let's talk about the man that lived at Chicago O'Hare's airport for 3 months before he was arrested. I saw that movie. It's with Tom Hanks.
I know. Well, what was the name of that movie? I forgot the name of it.
Oh, geez. Okay, now I'm going to have to look it up.
We're going to have to. And as soon as I see it, I'm going to be like, that's it. And it's not Castaway.
The Terminal.
The Terminal. That's right. Based on a true story. Wow.
It was based on a true story because I guess this guy was traveling from a country that by the time he landed was no longer a country, so they didn't recognize his entry and his
passport.
And they were kind of saying, "Hey, well, the door's right there, but you're not allowed to enter, but the door's right there." The guy ended up living in the airport and designing this mosaic fountain or something. It's crazy.
That's right.
It's actually here. It is in Wikipedia. The Terminal. It's a 2004 American comedy drama starring Tom Hanks. The film is partially inspired by the true story of an 18-year stay of Maharan Karimi Nassari in Terminal 1 of Paris's Charles de Gaulle Airport in France from 1988 to 2006.
Get out.
What?
That's crazy.
What?
He lived in the airport that whole time?
That's a great, maybe we can do a little show on that guy.
That's nuts. Unbelievable. He did pretty well.
He was an Iranian refugee who lived in the departure lounge of Terminal 1 at the Charles de Gaulle Airport when he was hospitalized. His autobiography is published as a book called The Terminal Man in 2004. So
interesting. Wow.
That's crazy. Well, but let's talk about this guy here.
Yes.
According to NBC5 Chicago, this man was a California man who told police that the coronavirus pandemic left him afraid to fly, and he managed to live at Chicago's International for 3 months. Aditya Singh, I think that's how you say that, S-I-N-G-H, 36 years old, is charged with felony criminal trespass to a restricted area of an airport and misdemeanor theft after he was arrested Saturday. At a court hearing on Sunday, the judge ruled that the Orange, California man could be released if he paid a $1,000 fine, but he said that Singh was prohibited from setting foot in the airport again. As of Monday morning, he remained in the Cook County Jail. And here is the story on that.
Listen to this. Go for it. Read it.
Failure of security at O'Hare International Airport. We've learned a man had been living there for months undetected. He was arrested over the weekend, but investigators say his stay began in October. NBC5's Lisa Chavarria joins us live from O'Hare this morning. And Lisa, do we know how security was able to miss this man?
Well, what we're being told by police, Kate, is that this man was able to get a hold of one of the airport employees' IDs. So when people would ask who he would show this ID, and he was able to evade security for 3 months. That's how long he was here at O'Hare Airport. He made Terminal 2 his makeshift home. Now, police say 36-year-old Aditya Singh came to O'Hare from California back in October. He was confronted by 2 United Airlines employees who called police on Saturday. Once he was caught, he told police he was too scared to fly back because of the coronavirus. He said he survived in the terminal mostly with the help of other passengers who gave him food.
There's no real risk to public safety here. I think that's the good news. I think it just shows how we have a multi-layered security system and different parts may not talk to each other, may not question each other.
We're hearing that same sort of message coming from the Chicago Department of Aviation, who issued a statement saying, quote, "While this incident remains under investigation, we have been able to determine that this gentleman did not pose a security risk to the airport or to the traveling public." Now, he's facing at least one felony charge for being in an unauthorized portion of the airport. Chicago police at this point still investigating how it got to this point. But again, 2 United Airlines employees were the ones that spotted him, were able to hang on to him until police arrived to make that arrest.
Wow.
I think the police and the Chicago the aviation police are kind of softening the
Hold on.
story. Not posing a security threat. I mean, oh my goodness.
Well, I
He's
think,
in the secure area.
you know what I think is maybe something might be wrong with him.
Yeah.
Like maybe there's some kind of mental health issue there. So they're not throwing the book at him, because it sounds to me like, yeah, he was living in an airport, and a sane person doesn't do that.
Well, also, I mean, this is what I'm going to just throw this out there is he's probably going to be on the no-fly list.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
why would you be on the no-fly list? Because you're a security threat. So totally contradicting the words of police.
Yeah, definitely there's a security threat here when you
Yeah,
have
but
stolen the badge of an employee in order to gain access to areas of the airport. I mean, anybody that did that would find themselves in federal court, federal prison, and the book would be thrown at them, because that's a huge security threat.
One, how did you get to Chicago in the first place?
Well, he flew in,
Right? Why?
and then he was afraid to fly back out. Who knows what his final destination was?
Hello, my name's so-and-so. I need help. I'm stuck. I'm afraid to fly. Can I get a bus ticket?
Yeah, like I said, obviously there's something more going on, and we wish him, that he gets the help that he needs. And I'm assuming here, because I don't know the details. They didn't report on the details other than the fact that he was living there for 3 months. But I mean, even walking through LAX, I see some pretty savory characters, and I'm thinking, you look like a homeless person, sir. Or you have a airline ticket to go somewhere? I mean, for all I know, they could be an employee that's just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I seriously, honestly hope he's okay, and there's, he gets the help that he needs, and he can, if he has a family, gets back to his family. But it just blows my mind that something like this could happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I mean, I'm in an airport for a few hours and I start to go stir crazy.
Right. I can't even get out of there with crew scheduling calling me from 5 states away. They know exactly where I'm at. I mean, how did people not know this guy's here?
Right. Oh my God, crazy.
Unbelievable.
Well,
you had to have ID and all that stuff too. I mean, you had to fly into there. So
yeah, and I'm wondering how these tickets are being purchased. I think they get these stimulus and they go, oh, $40 ticket, I'm going to Vegas, and they
True.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? We don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have more on what the FAA is adopting in terms of stricter unruly passenger policies right after the break.